Part 1. What do we have left at the end of life? As we journey through life, we often find ourselves pondering this profound question: what will we have left at the end of it all? Many spend their entire lives chasing after fame, wealth, and power, but what do they truly gain in the end? Is it money? The answer is no. Money comes and goes, and no matter how much you accumulate, you cannot take it with you when you leave this world. In your final moments, your bank account, no matter how full, remains untouched, just a series of numbers in a ledger. Is it your children, then? Again, the answer is no. While the bonds of blood and family are strong, your children can only offer you their presence, their care, and their love. They can bring you joy and comfort in your old age, but they cannot accompany you beyond this life. So, after a lifetime of toil and striving, what do we have left? Let's explore this question together. There is a story told long ago in India where a young man, struck by illness, passed away at the prime of his life. As he breathed his last breath, his brief existence on earth came to an end. In that moment, the Buddha appeared, holding a basket in his hand, and gently approached the young man. The Buddha, full of compassion, said, "It is time to go. My child." The young man, with eyes full of regret, pleaded, "Lord Buddha, my life was so short. There are still so many things I wish to do, so many tasks left unfinished." The Buddha responded, "I am sorry, but your time has come." The young man looked at the Buddha with sorrowful eyes and asked, "Lord Buddha, what is in that basket you carry?" The Buddha replied, "This basket holds all that is truly yours." The young man, confused, asked, "Is it my money, my jewelry, my personal belongings?" The Buddha shook his head and smiled. "No, those things were never truly yours. They belong to the earth." The young man continued to guess. "Is it my memories then?" The Buddha answered, "No, your memories belong to time." The young man asked again, "Could it be my talents?" The Buddha replied, "No, your talents belong to the world of form." "Then it must be my friends and family," the young man insisted. The Buddha responded, "No, they belong to your heart." The young man thought deeply, and finally he declared, "It must be my soul, then." The Buddha looked at him for a moment and said, "You are wrong. Your soul belongs to me." When the young man opened the basket, he was shocked to find it completely empty. In that moment, he realized the truth. Everything he had spent his life chasing, wealth, status, possessions, was fleeting, mere illusions that he could not take with him. Dear friends, life is fleeting and unpredictable. In the blink of an eye, days turn into nights, and before we know it, our time has passed. Life is short and fragile, and there are lessons we should learn while we are still young and healthy. We often neglect our health in the pursuit of wealth and the pleasures of life, only to realize, when illness strikes, that the most precious thing is our health. The most valuable treasure is our life, our very existence. Embrace this truth and let it guide you to a life of meaning and purpose, where what truly matters is cherished and what is fleeting is seen for what it is: a momentary illusion. 1. The first is to have a healthy body. After a lifetime of hard work and countless challenges, what truly remains with you is your body. As long as your body is strong, your life continues to thrive. It's the steadfast companion that has been with you through every triumph and every trial, shielding your heart and soul until the very last breath. A healthy body is the foundation upon which you can continue to journey far, to soar to new heights. But when your body falters, and the day comes when it can no longer sustain you, life itself slips away. That's why your body is your most invaluable treasure, deserving of your utmost respect and care. Consider the story of a wealthy man who passed away too soon. His widow took the $19 billion inheritance and married the man who once drove their car. In his moment of triumph, the driver remarked, "I used to think I was working for my boss, but now I realize it was he who was working for me." This tale serves as a powerful reminder: the one who lives longer is the true victor. The greatest mistake we can make in life is to sacrifice our health in pursuit of wealth, love, power, or status, forgetting that true wealth begins with good health. A healthy body dictates the quality of your life. When you're physically fit and agile, you maintain your independence, enjoy your passions, and live without the need for caregivers or reliance on your children. To cherish and protect your health, make exercise a daily habit. Embrace joy and laughter, stay away from negativity, and avoid letting trivial matters weigh you down. By doing so, you cultivate the strength to live a long, vibrant life. Remember, your body is not just a vessel, it is the key to living life to its fullest, for as long as you can. 2. The second key to living well is to cherish every moment of the present. Lao Tzu once said, "If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present." We often find ourselves stuck in the past or worried about the future, forgetting that life is happening right now. Tomorrow will come, and with it, new worries about today. But why waste precious time? Why not live fully, wholeheartedly in the present? In these golden years of our lives, we should embrace peace, comfort, and happiness. For every day that passes, we lose a day, so let's find joy in each one. Happiness isn't something that's far off in the distance, it's right here, woven into the simple moments of our everyday lives. The only way to ensure a better tomorrow is to live today to its fullest. Money is undeniably important, but it's not everything. Don't let money rule your life or become dependent on it. Remember, we came into this world with nothing, and will leave with nothing. Money can buy a grand mansion, but it can't buy the warmth of a loving home. It can bring comfort, but it cannot buy health or true happiness. Life is too short to be anything but meaningful. We must enrich our days, savoring the foods we love, wearing the clothes that bring us joy, and traveling to places we've always wanted to see. Indulge in passions and find joy in every little thing. If a friend needs help, don't hesitate to offer it, for the joy of helping others is one of the greatest pleasures of old age. Live for yourself now. For years, we've dedicated ourselves to our careers, our families, our children. Now, it's time to focus on ourselves, on living a life that brings peace and joy. Do what makes you happy and let go of others' opinions. Life isn't about pleasing everyone else. Stay active, but don't overdo it. Enjoy the pleasures of good food without being overly strict. Find balance in your social life. Too much solitude breeds loneliness, and too much noise creates discomfort. Make these years as colorful and diverse as possible by connecting with friends, joining clubs, and pursuing shared interests. Loneliness can lead to sadness, anxiety, and despair, which often give rise to illness. Never say, "I'm too old to be of use to anyone." Never utter words of hopelessness. The key to a happy old age lies in managing your mindset. Health and finances provide the foundation, but a positive outlook is what truly keeps us going. Stay cheerful, stay optimistic, and you'll rise above the challenges of old age. Let go of the empty chase for fame and fortune. Allow your mind to rest, bask in the warmth of the sun, and enjoy the present. Life is more fulfilling when we embrace it with an open, joyful heart. If you have a little money, spend it on what brings you happiness. After all, one day we'll leave it behind for someone else to use. If today you're still healthy, still able to enjoy your favorite foods, consider yourself incredibly rich in the twilight of life. Seek out friends, share a warm cup of tea, a morning coffee, reminisce about the past, or share experiences of the present. On weekends, take a walk, ride a bike, breathe in the fresh air of nature, and let your thoughts settle, your spirit find peace. These are the joys of old age. We may say this house is ours, but in truth, no house belongs to us forever. Once we're gone, it returns to the world. We cannot truly possess gold, jewels, cars, or even money. They are ours only temporarily. In the end, what we truly own are the intangible things: our health, the freedom to live our lives as we wish, the happiness of our loved ones, and the moments we share with them. These are the real treasures, the true wealth we carry with us as we grow older. Part 2. What is the purpose of life? Life, though it may seem long, reveals its fleeting nature when we look back. In the midst of this fast-paced world, Have you ever seriously asked yourself, what is the purpose of life? What do we live for? And ultimately, what is it that we chase after all our lives? There's an old story that goes like this. In a small fishing village by the sea, there were two fishermen. One was diligent, clever, and always busy. The other seemed less focused on his work. Every day, the diligent fisherman would set out to sea at dawn and return home late at night, working tirelessly throughout the year with no rest. The lazy fisherman, on the other hand, would only catch enough fish to buy rice for the day. After that, he would lie on the beach to rest or go home to enjoy time with his family. One day, the lazy fisherman asked the hard-working one, "Why do you work so hard from morning till night?" "I want to catch a lot of fish, sell them, and save money to buy a boat," the hard-working fisherman replied. "And what will you do once you buy the boat?" "I'll catch even more fish and earn more money to buy a bigger boat," the man answered, gazing out at the sea. "And after you get a bigger boat, what will you do then?" asked the lazy fisherman. "I'll buy an even bigger boat. Then I'll rest, no longer needing to fish. I'll lie on the beach every day, soaking up the sun and listening to the sound of the waves." The hardworking fisherman said this with a sense of pride, imagining his bright future. The lazy fisherman smiled and said, "But look, I'm already lying on the beach every day, basking in the sun and listening to the waves right now." Hearing this, the hardworking fisherman was silent, lost in thought. At first glance, many might think this story is negative, but in reality, it holds a profound truth that invites deep reflection. What is the purpose of life? How do we truly want to live? What are we really pursuing all our lives? The diligent fisherman, busy all his life, ultimately desires to lie on the beach and enjoy the sunshine and the sound of the waves. The fisherman, who only catches enough fish to live each day, is already enjoying what the hardworking one dreams of. Is the diligent fisherman, perhaps, living a somewhat blind life? Is there not something a bit tragic in his pursuit? In life, there are indeed many moments when we are living in a kind of blindness. We chase after fame, wealth, love, material things, even a breath of air, without ever seriously considering what these things truly mean for our bodies and souls. Today's modern life offers abundant material wealth, luxury, and indulgence. But it's precisely because of this that many people are drowning in excess, enslaved by materialism without realizing it. How many have become slaves to cars, houses, beauty, sex, money, power, without ever noticing the chains that bind them? The ancients taught that material wealth and possessions are external things when we are born. We bring nothing when we die. We take nothing with us. And yet many are consumed by the pursuit of these external things, to the point of becoming slaves. Is it worth it? Amidst the bustling streets, how many are not enslaved by materialism? How many can live with a clear, rational mind? Taoism teaches us to return to our true nature, to reconnect with the innate goodness within us. They believe that this return to our true nature is the ultimate purpose of life, the peaceful destination we seek. Deep down, don't we all wish to see ourselves and society return to truth and kindness? But how can we achieve this? If we can avoid being disheartened by external things and refuse to become their slaves, then even though our bodies live in this worldly realm, our hearts can reside in a paradise of peace. This is a truly profound truth.
この物語があなたを励まし、行動を起こす動機となった場合は、Q とコメントしてください。そうでない場合は、0とコメントしてください。皆様のフィードバックは私たちにとって非常に重要です。貴重なお時間をいただき、ありがとうございます。
Part 3. Two precious keys to a fulfilling life. In life, two treasures hold the essence of true happiness, our health, and our emotional well-being. Cherish and protect these gifts, for they are the foundation upon which a joyful life is built. 1. Joyful heart, the path to true happiness. When life doesn't go as planned, it's easy to sink into despair. But in doing so, we waste precious moments that could be filled with laughter, joy, and contentment. The more we allow ourselves to get caught up in the negatives, the more we distance ourselves from the people we love and the happiness we deserve. Failing to forgive or let go only breeds conflict and burdens our hearts. Our emotional state is as vital as our health. A joyful heart is a miraculous remedy, leading to a longer, more fulfilling life. Learn to cultivate joy, and you'll find that everything else falls into place naturally. While health is the cornerstone of life, a positive mindset is the key to complete happiness. No one's life is without challenges. We all face difficulties and imperfections. It's good to strive for improvement, but don't burden your soul with unnecessary stress. Trust that your efforts will lead to the best possible outcomes. Life itself can be challenging, but often the greatest struggles come not from the external world, but from the weight of our own emotions. Those who are ruled by their feelings often find themselves lost, while those who maintain a positive outlook experience the true joys of life. So, embrace what comes your way with a light heart. Let go of unnecessary worries and focus on what truly matters. Relationships, like everything else, ebb and flow. Don't force them, but let them unfold naturally. 2. Health, the true wealth. Life is fleeting. We rush through our days chasing success, material wealth, and fleeting moments. Yet as the years pass, many only realize the true value of health when standing at the edge of life's precipice. All the successes and failures, all the gains and losses, pale in comparison to the gift of good health. No amount of money or achievement can replace it. Without health, everything else fades into insignificance. Regardless of who we are, we must prioritize our health above all else. Money is merely a tool, but health is priceless. It is the bedrock of our existence, the one thing that once lost cannot be regained through any means. In this life, we can afford to lack many things, but health should never be one of them. Health may not be everything, but without it, nothing else truly matters. Our happiness is not rooted in fame or fortune, but in our physical vitality and resilience. In the end, we don't need much to be happy. Just as we need only 3 meals a day and a simple room to sleep in, so too do we need only good health and a joyful spirit to live a life rich in happiness. Part 4. The highest realm of life is loneliness. From the moment we are born, each of us is an independent being. No one can accompany us throughout our entire journey. They can only be by our side for a limited time. Thus, there are moments in life when we all inevitably face loneliness. It is a path where no one walks with us, a night sky without stars. For some, this emptiness can be daunting, but for the wise, it deepens their understanding and reflection. Zhuangzi once said, "Emptiness, stillness, calmness, silence, and non-action are the roots of all things in his view. Loneliness is the foundation of everything, and only in solitude can we truly grasp the essence of life and understand ourselves." That is why ancient sages often found themselves in solitude. In every era, there have been those who follow their heart, spending their lives contemplating and working in solitude, until the day they peacefully depart from this world. 1. Loneliness is a high place, and high places are often cold. Those who have visited the Tibetan plateau speak of its vast snowy expanses, where, standing before towering peaks and eternal glaciers, one can experience both awe-inspiring dreams and terrifying mysteries. Wandering alone in such a high place, one can bask in unparalleled beauty while being enveloped by loneliness, a gateway to a different kind of life. Zhuangzi said, "Work when the sun rises, rest when it sets, and play freely between heaven and earth." 2. Loneliness is a kind of selflessness. Loneliness is often a choice, a state of not following the crowd, not envying worldly prosperity, not glorifying the hustle and bustle of the mundane world, but instead finding comfort and peace in one's own world. We come into this world with nothing, and when we leave, we cannot take anything with us. Therefore, no matter how life unfolds, there is an inherent loneliness in it. Liang Shikyu once said, "Loneliness is a kind of happiness. Loneliness allows us to experience a sense of serenity and leisure, In a quiet mountain, on a rainy night, everything is silent. In ancient poetry, it is said, with a broad mind, one finds peace in remote places. Loneliness can enable us to enjoy life more effectively, pursue inner purity, and cultivate a rich spiritual life. Loneliness is like a light journey, where one's thoughts remain undistracted. Passing through 1,000 flowers, not a single leaf touches the body. Every encounter in life is like the wind of the 4 seasons, and after weathering storms, we remain our true selves. 3. Loneliness is the highest form of enjoyment in life. Only by embracing loneliness can the impurities of the soul be cleansed, the stains of the heart be washed away, and positive thoughts be nurtured. To enjoy solitude is to understand life. Zhuangzi said, "When one is high, one must balance with harmony, roaming in the origin of all things, seeing things as they are, but not being defined by them." During the Western Jin dynasty, there was a man named Jie Tong south of the Yangtze River. He was highly knowledgeable and capable, with many opportunities to enter officialdom, but he chose instead to live a simple life. The Grand Marshal Jie Chong, impressed by Jie Tong's talent, sought to recruit him into government service, but Jie Tong politely declined. Undeterred, Jie Chong sent a grand procession with an army in splendid carriages past Jie Tong, who remained unmoved. Even when a troupe of graceful dancers was brought before him, Jie Tong stood firm, unaffected. Jie Chong, baffled, remarked, "How strange. He truly is like a wooden man with a heart of stone." Thus, the phrase "wooden man with a stone heart" came to describe someone with unshakable determination, unaffected by external influences. A book from the late Ming and early Qing dynasty titled Explanation of Human Nature vividly describes human desires running all day to escape hunger, once fed, thinking of clothes, once clothed, desiring a beautiful wife, upon marrying, lamenting the lack of land and status, once land is acquired, complaining about not having horses and boats, when a place is filled with mules and horses, lamenting the lack of official positions and the disdain of others. If one becomes a county magistrate, they wish for higher office, and so it continues like a never-ending dream. 4. Only those who can endure loneliness can retain their youth. Only by enduring loneliness can one attain equanimity, remaining unaffected by life's highs and lows. This endurance cultivates the resilience necessary for success. Yet, all those who succeed often experience a period of solitude, without support or assistance, a crucial phase in surpassing personal limits, much like the darkness before dawn, after which the sky brightens. Someone once asked a Zen master, if a carp cannot leap over the dragon gate, what should it do? The Zen master replied, "Cultivate oneself in the cold depths." The person asked, "And if the carp leaps over the dragon gate?" The master said, "If it can leap, it will transform into a dragon, soaring into the sky, beyond the reach of other fish." The person pressed on, and then. The Zen master answered, "If a dragon flies in the clouds, it brings rain to nourish the world." Everyone has their own path. When trapped in the depths, one must endure loneliness. Through life's challenges facing loss, suffering, adversity, or gain, can one respond with kindness? If so, one will, like the carp, one day become a dragon. Lu Jai of the Jin dynasty, in his Tiger Walk, wrote, "Thirsty, but not drinking from the Tao's spring; hot, but not resting in the shade of a poisonous tree. Only by remaining calm and unperturbed by immediate desires can one appreciate the profound joy of solitude." A noble state of being wisdom grows from stillness. In life, a person with a peaceful mind and stable temperament will not be overly joyous in success, nor deeply sorrowful in loss. They will not be angered by baseless insults or fearful in the face of urgent matters. Such a person can adapt, remain calm in loss, indifferent in gain. This requires a broad heart, free from petty concerns. Thus, a mind as calm as water is a sign of wisdom. There is a saying, "Stillness is a blessing. All the troubles in life stem from desires, cravings, and restlessness." The allure of material wealth, fame, fortune, and love entraps people. In ancient times, many scholars reached the state of a calm mind like still water. Lai Bai drank wine under the moon. Tao Yuanming tilled the soil and planted chrysanthemums. Many people aspire to peace of mind, but few realize that purity and tranquility are intimately connected. When a person's mind is still, their wisdom shines. Conversely, when a person's heart is anxious, wisdom cannot arise. In the novel Romance of the Three Kingdoms, after losing at Jieting, Zhu Zhiliang learned that Sima Yi was leading 150,000 troops to attack Sixing. Zhu Zhiliang had only 2,500 soldiers to defend the city. Yet he remained calm, sitting on the city wall playing the zither with 2 attendants. When Sima Yi approached with his army, he was puzzled by Zhu Zhiliang's calm demeanor. After listening to the music for a while, Sima Yi ordered a retreat. Zhu Zhiliang's calm and composed zither playing had unnerved Sima Yi, forcing him to withdraw. This is what it means to be unshaken, even as Mount Tai collapses before one's eyes. Such extraordinary composure is beyond the reach of ordinary people. Most people feel immense despair when they fail, deep pain when hurt by others, great injustice when slandered, and confusion when faced with temptation. They feel anger when betrayed and fear when confronted with life and death choices. These reactions are signs of a lack of stillness and insufficient cultivation. A truly enlightened person will not be discouraged by difficulties, panic in the face of trouble, or fear and danger. They meet slander with a smile, betrayal with compassion, and remain serene and free regardless of the challenges they face. This is the essence of having a mind as calm as water. Only by understanding the true nature of life can one attain such a state of tranquility. Laozi taught, "The highest good is like water," and Confucius said, "The wise find joy in water. The benevolent find joy in mountains." Clearly, water has many profound qualities for us to learn from. A mind as calm as water purifies the soul, elevates one's character, and fosters compassion in the heart. A person who can cultivate a mind as calm as water will find that pure lotus flowers bloom in their heart. They have attained the Tao.
この物語があなたを励まし、行動を起こす動機となった場合は、Q とコメントしてください。そうでない場合は、0とコメントしてください。皆様のフィードバックは私たちにとって非常に重要です。貴重なお時間をいただき、ありがとうございます。